a lot of different lives. I better put this on. We're very late today. Well, not late. Okay, 1 minute past. I like being punctual, so obviously 1 minute past is just.
I'm usually early.
Not right. Not right. Okay, we will dig into this. Let's get it done properly. I will make sure that I do not cover up my microphone. Can you hear us? I hope that's all okay.
I hope so.
Thank you for joining us. We were to the last minute prepping bits and pieces for you guys. Some of our wonderful 50,000 followers on Instagram.
Wow.
You are very welcome. We're absolutely celebrating. That's a massive milestone. It really is.
It really is.
A huge congratulations to all of the team here, because it's a massive team effort, but definitely to Anke, who is our social media manager. And she's out there and she's watching from home, and we're absolutely just chuffed for her as well. So it's a big achievement.
It really is.
So thank you for joining us. And of course we have to celebrate. We have to celebrate in style, which means not only do we have some lovely prizes to give away, and not only are we going to cover your amazing questions that you put in, because we all love to get a bit of inspiration, but we have some special mystery bags to talk about this evening as well. So exciting things are happening. But we will dig in and say hello to the people that are joining us from all over the world. We've got Pennsylvania, we've got Texas. I saw a few others up there, but my mind was whirling from my 1 minute tardiness. I'm not too sure. But it's great to see you all joining us, and whether you're watching live or you're watching back, you're very, very welcome. Joy, what are you making lately?
I'm doing a test knit for Julie Knits in Paris, a brioche test knit, and it's not going as smoothly as it should.
Ooh, from Australia, sorry.
But it is, I mean, it is a stunning pattern. It's just, I don't know, I'm having glitches all over the place.
It's a brioche masterpiece is what it is. Yeah, absolutely.
It is.
And I think, like, it happens to us all, right?
So listen,
even
you know,
the incredible Joy.
I go off and I start thinking about something, and I go, and I go past the increase or the decrease. I'm like,
well, you have inspired me. I'm in no way immune to your charms, because I'm making the Medusa scarf, also by Julie Knits in Paris, considerably more straightforward, I think, than your project. But at the same time, I still had to rip it back twice so far.
I know.
But good. Ripping is part of good knitting. This is the phrase, right? So you just kind of have to accept it's part. Joy, that is why we test knit, for glitches. Exactly.
True.
I saw Denmark.
Mine are silly glitches, though. That's the only thing. It's really like last night. I came along to one where I'd missed an 8-stitch increase, and I was like a few rows on, and I thought, how did I do that?
Distraction and overconfidence sometimes. Well, in my case, it's like, it's grand now. I know where I'm going.
I know.
I'll put on whatever show I'm watching. And
that's it. It got a bit exciting, and I kept going past it.
Yes. Lifelines for brioche, lifelines for the win, and stitch markers and everything. Yes, absolutely. So it's brilliant to see. There was a few more European. We saw Denmark and Zurich and a few different places popping up as well in the list. And tomorrow, myself and Jackie and Jenny are all going to...
They're deserting us. Can you believe it? They're deserting us again.
Yeah, they can believe it. Yeah. So we're heading off to the Handarbeit and Hobby trade show in Cologne. So we'll have
only 3 years late.
Yeah. It's been a while.
We're supposed to go in 2020.
This is true. So, but hopefully there'll be lots of amazing things on offer.
Oh, she's going to come back with all these ideas.
Yes.
Watch this space.
Yes.
I can't wait.
And it's great. We get a chance to meet up with lots of suppliers and people that we haven't met before, but have like relationships by email and all that. So it's going to be great. But you guys want to know about prizes.
You want to see what Jackie made.
Well, this is a Jackie made.
You've seen mine.
Yes.
This is Jackie's one.
Hang on.
And if I can say,
I'm sort of in by a
she did it a bit more cropped than mine, and I love it. I love it. Lisa's looking very sharp today.
It's a great throw over. It really
is. It's just a really nice throw over.
I like it.
The Moonlight cardigan by Minimi Design.
Minimi. But there's, I mean, Denny's working on one, so who else? Yeah, I know. No, Anke is waiting on.
There's a load of customers.
Yes.
Mary, I know you came in and she changed her mind on her wool. Mary Tyrrell making it as well. There's a few Marys, but there are. And listen, thank you for all your orders from the the inspiration, so it always makes me feel
That's
so
great.
good.
Yeah, and on that front, I know a couple of the colorways. This colorway is available on the kits that we have. Some of the other ones are temporarily sold out, but definitely sign up. There's the little notify me section.
Yeah.
If you sign up for that, then as soon as they come back in stock, you'll get an email and you'll find out about it. At least 2 of them will be back, I think, within the next sort of 5 days as well. So, yeah, that's Angela saying she's waiting
for the pink.
There's a hot pink that she's waiting on. So that'll be in very soon as well. And I think we might add in 1 or 2 more colours as well in the next week, just because a lot of people are liking it.
Yeah.
It's garter stitch. It's got a little bit of short row shaping just to keep the this curly stocking stitch edge at the same tension as the garter stitch.
Yeah. And think about the crop, because I have to say, it just looks so sharp.
There we go.
It really does.
So
it's lovely.
yeah, I'll walk this way. You talk to people.
Whereas mine is a bit longer. I did it by the pattern, but I just love it.
Yeah, it just gives you a better idea. Sorry, I'm in behind the counter here, but it gives you a better idea of how it sits. I'm watching you live instead of Zooming with my other knitting group. Oh, don't tell them. Oh no, tell them to come here. Tell them to come and join us.
You can join them here.
Where can you get just the pattern? You can get the pattern for the Moonlight cardigan from Minimi Knits on Ravelry. Ravelry. So you just pop in Moonlight and it will be there.
There you
go. Okay, so will we do a prize or a question?
Oh, I think a prize.
Start with a prize.
How about a prize,
Certainly
people?
A prize for the 50,000 peoples, of course. Okay, so I think we'll go backwards on the prize list. Now, if you haven't done a kind of quick quiz format with us before, we've done this a few times. What we do is it's a fastest finger first answer. Okay, so we're going to give you questions that have 2 possible answers. And then we pick a number because it's all jumbled up, and it just doesn't matter where you are, and there can sometimes be a delay on the comments. So the way we work it is Aisling, our independent adjudicator, is sitting down here, and we will say some number between 1 and 5. I'm making this very complicated. So, for example, the 3rd correct person is going to win the prize. Okay, so you pop your answer in the comments, and the 3rd correct answer wins the prize. Okay. Our first prize is...
Which one are you going to do?
It's the Ushtita and Barber cord.
Here we go.
Okay, so if you have not found or come across the Knitting Barber stitch holder cords yet, then you are missing out, particularly if you do top-down knits that you need to try on quite a lot. So you get 3 in this lovely little tin here. And if you stay tuned, we are going to have a little demonstration, quick demonstration of how they work later on. And then you're going to win a beautiful skein of Ruby Tuesday in Ushatita Merino Singles.
I won't sing
yarn.
the song, don't worry.
Good, but no. So that is prize number 1. And I have to refer to my notes for the questions now. Right. So if you're all with me.
Ready? Get your finger ready?
Fingers.
Your typing finger.
Question number 3. Okay. So this is a bit of a technical one. Okay. I see. You're getting ready. Okay. An SSK, is it a decrease that leans to the left or to the right? And the 3rd correct answer wins the prize.
Quick.
An SSK, is it a decrease that leans to the left or to the right? 3rd correct answer, as determined on Aisling's screen. So yours may vary.
She's watching.
She's watching. And then if you are the lucky winner, then what we need to ask you to do is to DM us after this with your details, whether you're local and you come pick up your prize or whether we need to ship it to you. Thanks for playing along. It's so good fun. I think we have a winner. Orla Baba Blankets. Lorna Baba Blankets. You are the winner of our first prize this evening. Congratulations. Thank you for following along. And so a gorgeous
Put your name
scheme.
on it, Lorna.
Yes, we will. And let us know if you would like it to be wound either. We can do that for you as well. Okay. Thank you for all your answers, everybody. You're superstars. I've seen lots of correct ones. But now, on that question, it's a bit of a mean one because I came up with it. And Joy was like, And Ashley was like, I generally don't tend to care.
I just follow the pattern.
Follow the pattern. No, but it is. It is a left-leaning decrease is the right answer, and that it sometimes doesn't matter at all, and sometimes it does matter.
Sometimes it does.
But it matters if you wanted to win that prize. So, well done, Lorna. Now I need to show you.
It's that time again.
In here is our 3 3 amazing skeins of Townhouse yarns in surprise fiber contents and surprise, as in it could be a whole mix of different bases, surprise colors. There's some really nice ones. These ones, last time it was myself and Aisling putting them together. This time Jenny has curated all of the contents, and we just packed them up.
That's it.
Yes, and Aisling's already yoinked one for herself. There was one less mystery bag than there was. But they will be live on the website. There is a very limited number of them, and what you get inside of these is just a bargain and a surprise.
It is.
So
It's 3 skeins.
3 skeins of beautiful hand-dyed yarn.
Yep.
Total mystery. So if you're not into surprises, hold fire. Hold fire. If you love a surprise, if you don't really like having to make decisions at the moment, then we've got you. And you made a beautiful scarf out of your
I
one.
reduced a scarf for my last one.
She did.
I did.
So that is 3. It was really nice.
It was really nice.
3 full skeins of hand-dyed mystery luxury yarn, and the price on the mystery bags is $54.95. So it is
Quite discounted.
Yeah, very much so. So it is not complete mystery this time. We're not giving guidance as to colours and stuff, but they are absolutely all beautiful.
Really lovely.
Okay, so they are up on the website. Now let's dig into a question. Oh yeah, this was from Admiral Hip. We've done one of them already because she was asking what is new. New is the mystery bags, but also new during the week was we got a lovely new project bag from the Knitting Barber. And it's called the Adele bag, and it fits a sweater quantity of beautifulness. Look at this colour. Look at this.
I know somebody who's already succumbed to this. So it's got this lovely handle and these lovely little bits at the side which kind of keep your bag closed. So then you open it up. I'm trying to stand back so you can see.
It's
big really, one. It's big. You could fit a whole sweater in there. It has a little zip thing, for holding your little notions. So really nice.
No zip at the top is where they're kind of key as nothing's catching on the way out of the bag. No. And also you can do the bucket thing where you fold down from the outside so it'll stand up.
Yeah, so it kind of...
You can knit from it. I love the different contrast lining as well.
Isn't it lovely?
It's really, really nice.
And there's your little zip. It's quite a big zip pocket in there.
Generous. Very good. Very good. And then that fabric, that's the wax canvas that sort of ages and distresses as you use it over time, just becomes more and more beautiful. Yeah. And then funny thing that Maureen pointed out was if you're a cyclist and you have your bag, because there's a snap here for keeping it closed as well, but that these extra little bars on the side, you could hook it over and put it on your bike as well. I like that plan. I like that plan, but they more generally are used just off to the side to keep the
bag closed.
Keep your fold down like that, nice and snug. It's lovely.
So there's 3 or 4 colours.
3 or 4 colours, and a couple more on the way as well, or more restock of them, because people, particularly the pink has gone down well.
Pink has been very popular.
I like it. I like it as well. So that's some of what's new, and more will be new very soon as well. Is it big enough to hold a pretty big blanket project? Pretty big blanket is sort of a longest piece of string on that. I think you could squish
quite a bit in. Like certainly the blanket I'm knitting, it will fit into it.
Very good. Well, your big round blanket's super one. I put mostly, waiting on the edges and the sleeves of a sweater for my 7-year-old, but he's tall, and my scarf and a whole little set of knitting needles. Did all of that, and there was still a little bit of room to spare as well. So, so that is that, and we'll have a little short video on them as well coming either later this week or next week, where you can get a little bit more up close and in depth into it. So keep an eye out for that. K Raj 1983 was asking, who are our favourite designers?
My goodness.
Who are our favourite designers at the moment?
Julie. Well, we always love Julie and Isabel Kramer.
We had.
Who else do we have?
Tin Can Knits always.
Tin Can Knits.
Lovely.
Always.
Yes.
Always. And they have new basic simples.
A new collection out.
New collection out that they've given, and Aisling and I were quite excited when we saw that the patterns give you different weights of yarn.
Yeah.
For each pattern, and they're from babies to 6X. So
it's
really,
fantastic.
they really deliver.
100%, 100%.
They really
so.
deliver.
And then, of course, we have Michelle, who works with us now. So Thread Softly Designs, an Irish designer as well,
Yeah.
for checking out. And Albina.
Yes,
you'll hear
Albina
some
McLaughlin.
of these names come up kind of quite a
Yeah.
lot. Heidi Karameyer,
Yeah.
Isabel Kramer, just loads.
Yeah,
And then
there's loads.
and we have a few more specific project questions later on, and you'll see some of the work. We're discovering new people all
And
the time.
we're liking Mini-Me designs now
Yes.
too.
Yes.
And looking at some of our other patterns. So.
And this is great. Absolutely pop in your favourite
yeah.
designers in here as well. Yes, Petite Knits is so
Petite
popular.
knits. Yeah, you see, you're
yeah.
going to keep giving us ones that we didn't think of to put on the list.
But share and share alike. If you're watching live, you'll
Yeah.
be able to see the comments come up on the screen and get loads of different ideas of people to check out. The cardigan again is the Moonlight cardigan by Mini-Me Knits Designs. Yes. So it's great. We'll be screenshotting all of these designers to check out. Nomad Stitches on crochet as well is absolutely a favourite here too. So, but definitely let's crowdsource. I like it. Okay, Liza Kingston Coleman, I think is, when it's all mushed together. You were wondering about sweater patterns, but kind of specific question, which is, have we any suggestions for a quick knit sweater like a Love Note or a Ranunculus, but not these? And I kind of sympathise, because sometimes you get, they're everywhere. You log
Yeah.
on to Ravelry,
Yeah.
and it's like the same in the Hot Now. All of this. There are thousands and thousands of those, but there are definitely other options out there now. As to what you like most about those,
I
is it that
know.
they're lacy? Is it that it's a large needle? Is it, so we took a few angles on
Yeah.
this. Your White Mountains
The
was
White
number
Mountains, yeah.
one. So Joy will tell you a little bit about White Mountains. As,
Yeah. So this is the White Mountains. I've knit 3 of them. So this one we did in the Origin. This is a shop sample. So it's called White Mountains. It's by Midori Hiroshi, I think. But I knit this one in Origin, and I've knit 2 in the Soft Donegal, and it's done on 6.5 needles, I think, 6 or 6.5. So it knits up really quick. So there's only 4 skeins in this and in the Soft Donegal ones I did. They're size small, but they, it's very, very quick, I have to say, and really nice raglan shaping here, and that you can choose not to do the big funnel neck. You can just the 4 necklines I think she has on the pattern, so that's a good one.
Loads of options. Number 2 was, we went, and this is Petite Knit, but for the Anchors sweater right here, my lights are all jumping in those, I will move that out of the way. And the Anchor sweater, and I think that's 2 strands held together. Often it is with Petite Knits as well, and that's just, you kind of get into a lovely rhythm with that.
Yeah.
And then, because I love it that we go and find new things, myself and Ash over coffee found this one earlier on.
This looks
Look
really
at
nice.
This one. It is, Syrinx, Syrinx, and it's this beautiful lacy detail around the very top, and then clearly 2 yarns held together for a thicker fabric a little low down. But I do love that. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
And that's by Stephanie EARP, Stephanie Earp. So
Like Wyatt.
very good. A few more suggestions coming up. The Lento sweater and Semper sweater by the Knit Pearl Girls. So
okay.
happy days, happy
Yeah.
days. So I hopefully, Liza, that's something there kind of catches your eye. And if anybody knows of other suggestions, definitely let us know. The first sweater that Joy showed was White Mountains. And then the first one that I showed on the screen was the Anchors, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anchor Sweat. ANKERS. By
Petite
in my
Knits.
size by Petite Knit. That's it.
Yeah.
Lovely doubly. Right. We have and following on from Love Note, there's definitely a theme here, which is, what do you do if you have leftovers?
Yes.
Queen of leftovers. What do you do if you have leftovers from your Love Note sweater?
Well, I made Manus. I think we have a picture there.
We do have Manus.
From the leftovers of my granddaughter's Love Notes. Size small, so I had enough to make the Manus. I made
Gorgeous.
2 of them, and they were all from leftovers. Another really good one is...
I was just going to grab them for you.
At the back of my head. Sorry, if you're on here every week, sorry. It's the striped test, Shanacan. So I recently made yet another one out of leftovers. This is the only one that was ever made with like full balls of yarn. It's a really, really good one for leftovers. Lots of lovely garter stitch, and his eyelets here is Stephen West.
Eyelets.
And in fact, on the last one I did, I didn't have enough to do 3. You can see there's 3 layers or 3 stripes of mohair, and I only had enough for 2, and it was still big enough. So yeah, there's lots of lovely patterns. I mean, sometimes a hat. I made a lovely brioche hat by Wool and Pine. I can't remember their name.
I won't put it on. Your hair is looking beautiful.
And that look away. And then the Lenny hat, which Lisa made.
This is from Isabel Kramer, the Lenny hat. I made 2 of these actually. This is the second
That was the
one.
leftovers from
Yeah.
something.
It was leftovers from something. I can't remember what I made, what the original one was.
Can't remember.
Okay, but
It's
I made
lovely
a slightly
one.
different edge on this version. So it's a folded brim, and I've that one at home with a lovely ice blue pom pom on top. And then this was a version that I made without the bubbles, because usually there's little bubbles at the top here. And I did a 1x1 twisted rib for just keeping it on my head. You can make a sea glass tea from leftovers. Yes, you're going, oh,
Yeah, of course.
gorgeous.
Of course. I have the pattern. I've never actually.
I've only made the sea
Made
glass
the-
hat.
you made the hat.
Yeah, and it is absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Can you knit without the mohair? You hate knitting with it. Yes, you can. And we have an alpaca lace alternative.
Knit
Alternative, which we will mention as well a little bit later. But you can
Yeah.
see this is our alternative fluff
Yeah.
in the shop, because a good few people, I mean, I get on fine
Yeah,
with
it
silk
doesn't bother
mohair.
me,
It's a
but
very
yeah,
personal thing.
Some people don't like mohair
Yeah.
at all.
This is a 54% baby alpaca, 36% tencel, and 10% merino, and it has, you know, the same properties of just giving that lovely halo for any of these
without
projects.
the mohair.
Yeah,
But
without.
it's exactly the same. It works the same.
Yeah, and I've seen other people make Love Note with just an iron weight yarn as
Yes,
well. You know,
yeah,
so
yeah.
there's nothing stopping you personalising and choosing how you style it as
Yeah.
well. So, okay, now we got to do. All right, we'll do 1 or 2 more questions, and we'll do another part. Another prize. See, we got excited about this. If there's anything that you're not sure of, you didn't quite catch the words, just keep an eye out for Aisling_TIK. She's giving some of the details there, and you can screenshot that as you go. Or, if you're not sure, even you can message us, send us a quick direct message afterwards, and we can even link you directly to those too. So I know we kind of, within the hour, we've got a fair bit to get through, so we tend to kind of go, that one. But anything that you're not sure of, just drop us a line and we'll make sure that you get a link. So, summer trends. Okay, this is where we're asked to make predictions about what's going to be the big top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you have. Sorry, I've got fluff in my. We were saying yes, the new Tin Can Knits collection is definitely going to start seeing a lot of people making
Yeah.
stuff out of that.
Yeah.
Johnny by, hang on, we're going to get into this.
Oh yeah, this looks really interesting.
Really, really fun. Another one, and again, sort of, we're trying to think outside the box a little bit and find some new designers, rather than just go with all the classics. Have a look at this beautiful one, okay? It's Stratum, Stratum, and the designer is Yumiko Alexander. And I just think that is that's just fabulous as a it's not a poncho, it's not a sweater, it's somewhere in between. It's a lovely little throw over.
Lovely on the beach.
So absolutely gorgeous on the beach as well, yes. And I love the
Very,
chunky
very
jewellery with it as well.
Yeah.
It's super. So sorry, chunky jewellery. If
The
you
whole
think about
style.
styling,
You love the styling is everything.
Yes. And then Aisling came across this Mellow Tea, Mellow, Mellow Tea, and the designer is Wise Knit, but writes it out with spaces in between. So it's WIESEKNIT. So if you like a little bit of ruffle and fluff in your world, then you can go with that one. And all of these would be using kind of plant-based fibres as well. And then Joni by Natasha Hornby.
That
Look
one's
at
just
that.
out. Yeah.
That is just recently in there, and
out.
it's got this lovely detailing just in the square with a rectangle coming down. Very good, getting ready, and so it's just getting ready to make Joni. So And it's absolutely fabulous. And then, again, nomad stitches for the crocheters in the world here. We have the Aurora vest. And you can see she uses it as a layering piece, but she also has it with some, when you go into her page, with some high-waisted jeans, little cheeky bits peeking out. But that's absolutely lovely, and that's been really popular as well. So that's called the Aurora vest by Nomad Stitches.
Very nice.
Alrighty. Might be second prize time?
I think so. What do you
Second
think,
prize
people? Do you want another prize?
Yes. Okay, tomorrow is, what day is tomorrow? The release of?
Of 52 Weeks of Socks, Part 2.
Volume 2. Where have we got it? I don't think we can do peeks inside just yet.
Probably not. They wouldn't like it.
But it's here. It's absolutely here. It's beautiful. It's an amazing. I'll look inside and we go. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
Sorry. No. So it's here. If you pre-ordered your copy, it went shipped out to you
in the
today.
post today.
But one lucky person here is going to win it.
Wow.
Gonna win
Now
it.
that's a good
All
prize,
right, all right.
people.
Are
Get
yous
ready.
in it to win it. Right. Let us go with the next question. So, this time the fourth correct answer. You gotta be strategic about this, okay? And your question number 2.
Oh. Which of the following is a type of heel? Are you ready? Sweet tomato or juicy peach? And it's the fourth person.
Fourth person. Which of the following is a type of sock heel? Is it sweet tomato or juicy peach? We'll have to see if the real sock knitters are out tonight. Now let's have a look. It's a tricky one. There's so many different heel constructions
There's
out
so
there.
many of them.
Absolutely huge amounts. So, we will take the fourth correct answer. And some of them go by a couple of different names as well.
They do.
You know, like
they
there's
do.
boomerang
yeah.
heels and different types of heels.
I only
and-
remember this because when I start.
Ooh, knit and that.
Yeah.
Okay, on
Okay.
Ashling's screen, knit and that is the winner of 52 Weeks of Socks Volume 2.
And the
Out
answer
tomorrow.
is?
And the answer is sweet tomato.
Yeah.
It was worth a go. You had a 50-50 chance. So
I always remember Jackie telling me that when I started working here, and I was like, really?
Sweet
I'm
tomato.
not much of a sock knitter.
I haven't done a sweet tomato heel. Have you,
Yeah.
Aisling?
Not that I know of.
Well, that's
Well,
it, 'cause
Jackie has.
Instructions and not know the name of it.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Well,
there's
that's
a
the
few of them.
thing. Often, especially now, and I've been knitting a very long time, things I do, and then you suddenly see the name of it. Well, I've been doing it all the time.
Very good. Well, listen, congratulations to Knit and that. If
Yeah,
you
that's a
can-
good prize.
I like it. Drop us an L message there on direct message, and we will arrange to get that prize to you.
Yeah.
So, we've got recommendations on heel types. We have a shadow wrap heel
Shadow
is
wrap,
a great one.
wow.
The toe up sock follow along that is coming very, very soon. We are
She's been working really, really hard on it.
80% there myself and Anne-Claise and Aisling. We are about 80% there with that, and it is going to feature a German short row heel, sometimes called a boomerang heel.
Ooh.
So
My boomerang won't come back.
we're going to have to invent a heel method called the
so.
Juicy Peach.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It does sound sort of squishy and cushy, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
All right, we'll put our heads together on that. One thing at a time.
No, it's like 50 million things at a time around here.
a little bit. Okay, so stay tuned for lots more sock content coming
Yeah.
very soon. And if you want to pick up a copy of Volume 2, it's up on the website now and it'll get to you, sent out to you tomorrow. Would you like to show some of our shop samples for Crooks
Yes.
4723, who was asking as well about warm weather knits? So what we showed you on the previous question was some of the kind of to come, what we would really like to make ourselves.
Yes, but these are ones that we've made.
Yeah.
So we have the Leone, we did in lino, and we also did a sparkly version where we added a strand of Stellaris. So this is Leone, and it's by Coco Knits or Julie Weisenberger. So it's like an overtop, and I know for a fact that Lisa wore it on the beach over her togs last year. So that's one. Then there's this one, which we did last year as well, again in lino, the pure linen. So it's the Hydrangeas top by Kama Rose, and it's in Love Tanned, which is a heavier linen, and it's by Trine Bertelsen. I don't know how you pronounce it. Bertelsen, but she's Kama Rose basically. But it's a lovely kind of a flower top, so that's really nice. Sleeveless, but not too sleeveless for those of us who don't go for really, you know, you like the top of your arm covered, but it's a really nice one. Then we have Heidi Kermar, which we mentioned as one of our favourites. Yes, this is Pearl Strings, lovely detail, and we did it in Belmonte, which is the 50% wool, 50% cotton. So it's just a really, really nice top. So especially for Irish summers, if we don't get them as hot as they're just it's a little bit warmer. So again, it's Pearl Strings and in Belmonte. And another Heidi Kermar. So this is called Ship Shape. And yeah, we have kits for all of these on the website. So this we did in Alino, A-L-L-I-N-O, and it's called Ship Shape. And it's really clever design because it starts off with 2 shoulder triangles and you pick up the stitches. So that's another really nice top. And then we have Rocket Tea, which is by Tanis Fiber Arts. So it's a lovely V-neck with a raglan sleeve. And I did that with one of Jenny's when she did club colours. So I did it in Fade Street with Abbey Lace. So that's another lovely one. So there's so many patterns out there. There really are. So I know Isabel Kramer has some lovely summer tops. Tanis has a few nice ones as well. So lots to choose from.
Lots.
I get all of this out of the way.
Piles of beautiful knitwear. We've actually so many lovely samples here now at the moment. Some of them have to live in the drawers and just get taken out for specific queries as well. Now, so we'll move on. I hope you enjoyed that little fashion show of summer knits. It's definitely like the clocks have changed. It's a little bit brighter and nicer. Gosh, it went out for it in the afternoon and there was just people in their shirt sleeves just sitting out.
I know, sitting having their glass of wine
lovely,
in the sunshine.
Oh, my sound is off. Is it? Nope. Let me see. I'll turn it off and on again actually. Hang on. Best laid plans. Okay, thank you for telling us. You're losing my voice. I should have not walked around. That's
I know.
The thing, yeah.
Just stayed here with me.
Is it back? If it's not back, I'll just take it off, and then we will undo. Better. Yes.
Great.
Okay. Stay within range, Lisa. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I went off to get things and then disappeared with my connection. Okay, fantastic. Thanks so much. Right, I was saying I hope you enjoyed the little mini fashion show of summer things, and that it's getting just so much more just lovely out around Dublin, and people just sitting out in the cafes and enjoying themselves. And really,
spring is in the air.
It's good. It's good. It's a nice feeling. So yes, it's definitely time for summer knits. But we have a question from AC Super Bookworm, and you were wondering about just getting a little bit more information about knitting in the round and knitting garments from the top down. So we have this is a can of worms for AC Super Bookworm, because there's just a huge amount of information out there. So much so that we did put together a whole basically digital course and resources about how to knit in the round and how to make beautiful sweaters for yourself. But I will just want to show you the basic concept here on this.
Let me get out of your way.
Sorry. Don't go too far or else you'll disconnect. So this is the colouring book Raglan by Amy Sher, and it's the pattern that we use for the follow along, so that you can basically knit with us, knit your own version of this sweater. And it does come, this is the cropped, for some reason I'm all about the cropped, but you can also make it in a full length, full sleeve finish. So Joy has that over there. But you're making from the neck down has a couple of advantages.
More than a couple.
More than a couple.
More than a
Several
couple.
advantages. And an awful lot of people that go to making in the round from the top down, they just don't go back nearly. You know,
No.
they need to be
No,
very, very tempted by a particular design. But what you're doing is you're casting on a whole circle up here at the neck. Often some patterns will have you make a little extra piece of fabric. We won't get into that, but the basic concept is just so that the back of the neck raises up and you don't have the breezes. But instead of this, which looks like a sewn line here, it's actually what you're doing is increasing either side every second row, and that spreads the fabric out over the top of your sleeve, widens the front, other sleeve, the back, and you keep going with your round getting bigger and bigger with these lovely little lines going either side until you have enough fabric here in the sleeve that it will fold over and create the opening for your sleeve. At that point, you take the sleeve stitches off and hold them aside. We'll get into the knitting barber cords in a second. And you join the body in the round and you keep working down, and then you come back and take these sleeves and you work down. So several advantages. No sewing up to be done.
Oh yeah.
Customizing the fit.
Yep.
Customizing the length
your
of
yarn,
the sleeves.
your yarn usage. You really
Absolutely.
can control your yarn
usage. Yes, that's why sometimes things end up cropped. But that is the very basics of it. But if you do want to join in the follow along, it's extremely good value. For all of the content that you're getting, and you have lifetime access, and you also get a coupon so that you can buy use against your materials here in the shop. So that is the My First Sweater follow along. Everything you ever wanted to know about top-down knitting and more. So, and that is up on our website, and you can join any time as well. So, pop that aside.
Did you want to show this?
Yeah.
So this is the one that Jackie made, and it's not cropped. And we use the soft Donegal marls. So it's really, really nice sweater. And it has lovely detail along the sleeves, which you can't really, I don't know if you can see.
Tricky to see. Oh, you can see it there, yeah.
Yeah. So it is a really nice sweater. Basic.
There you go. That's it. Something for everybody there. Is it possible to have a tighter neckline on that? Yeah, absolutely. So you would just, you're finishing that. You'd probably work the rib a little bit longer, and you would maybe use a slightly smaller needle for it as well. So, and that would help kind of bring things up a little bit snugger, you know. Casting on a little, I mean, you have to make sure they've got a bit of room for it to get over the head.
Yeah,
that
is an issue.
Yes, yes. But as I say, once you get into the top down knitting in the round, all of that.
Yeah,
and
don't look back.
No, and I saw a person. I don't know who to attribute this to, but that they said not so much purling either. Exactly. So yes. Yeah. So I hope that helped. So the stitch holder cords, which were part of one of the prizes, and something that is really useful for
holding those sleeves and
sleeves
trying on.
What we do with those, so each tin comes with 3 of these in various, there's 2 shorter ones and 1 longer one in there. And we just have a wee swatch to show you rather than a whole sweater.
Right.
Which imagine it's a lot quicker and easier. So today's single demonstration is popping that onto the tip of your needle.
And it goes on quite big needles
and
small needles.
I'm going to throw these away.
Oh no. Why does yours keep going on?
Mike, I don't know. Oh. Reset your mic. Yes, thank you. Please connect. It is useful. I think I leaned against something. Anybody? Back again. Oh my goodness.
Quick, do it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this is the quick demonstration of it's live telly. This is what we do. So the quick demonstration of how you use the knitting barber cords to quickly take your stitches off onto the flexible cords so you can pull your sweater on over your head and see, do I want to knit longer? Is it the right fit? Do you need to add more stitches? Take some away? All of that. So once that's nice and snug on there, you just are able to slide the stitches right on over onto the cord, and all is well in the world, and you can just pop that off gently. There we go. So then if you imagine this is a big sweater, you're able to try it on, And you can then do the reverse of just getting it straight back up onto your needles. It's one of these things, when I came across it, I was like, but is it really that useful?
Yeah, no, it is.
And then you got some, and you go,
But take your time. Don't just go whoosh off on,
yeah.
just in case it slips off the tip of your needle. Just take your time. Putting it on, taking it off.
If you're a bit of a tighter knitter, that can be an issue, because
Yeah.
you'll need a lot more kind of force to move the stitches. But if you're not too grippy on them, then they're
Yeah.
good. And there we go.
Very, very handy.
Very useful altogether. So that is the stitch holder cords by the Knitting Barber. Now, next question. This is from Yarn Ballet. How are you doing? And you are wondering about, do we have, this is relevant to earlier on, do we have any yarn, fibre or brand recommendations for a lace weight yarn that is not itchy, to be held double with a fingering, and that it'll still give a nice halo? So,
Right. Well, what we thought was you could use the baby alpaca, which is like a light fingering, heavy lace, and you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but it does have a bit of a halo, but it's beautifully soft. I mean, the other thing, if you're worrying about itchiness, is which we must put back. Can I just grab some? You can use the Midnasol because it's alpaca, and you will definitely get halo with that, because that's what I have in this, and you do get the halo. I mean, the other thing, a lace, it wouldn't give as much halo though, is the Trinity 2-ply, which is a merino and silk. So that would work as well. But if you really want real halo, I think the alpaca Midnasol is probably the best one for you.
all right.
Yeah.
And then you picked out some beautiful fades for
Oh,
I
yes.
Love Knitting Socks. I Love Knitting Socks was wondering, I'm keeping an eye on this now, was wondering about suggestions for Stephen West's gorgeous new design, which is the Eyelet Burst, and you have come up with two beautiful fades. It's a lovely fade of four skeins of fingering waist.
And it's really funny when you're looking for fades here. If you're looking for a fade for 5, you can find 4. If you're looking for a fade for 4, you can find 3. So we were going around the shop today and we'd get 3 really nice ones and just trying to get another one. But this one is, whoops-a-daisy. This one is, do you have a picture of the pattern there? It's for Stephen West. Fairly basic, but
It's
quite a lot of
huge.
yarn.
Amazing.
So this is Ushishita, and it's in Madras, going from this side. Madras, coral, I mean, just look at that. Love is a battlefield. And this one is Ruby Tuesday. So you can see the kind of fade you're going to get with that. It's just absolutely stunning. So that's one. And then the other one, and again, you didn't say what kind of colors you were interested in. So we picked this, it's kind of Moon and Clarendon. So we have Crush, followed by Viking, followed by, whoops-a-daisy, Halcyon, and then Bonfire. So you get a completely different look, but I think they're pretty good fades.
Can I borrow your mic?
Of course you can.
You just hold it underneath me.
Whoop. No.
Okay, talk about
We'll have to talk
flying
together.
like this. Okay, right. We will look into that. All right. So this is from Therese Hayden, Therese Hayden 3, and you were looking for a pattern and yarn for a man's jumper, because your hubby finds wool too itchy. So we're looking for other options. So one of the really nice, smooth, lovely yarns that we have here in Double Knitting is Morning Salutation,
Right.
from by Krimka Soulwool. So we found two lovely double knitting patterns that would work well with that. One is this one here. It is Whispers by Les Garçons. I think that's very nice.
It's gorgeous. Max is lovely. He's the
He's a
designer.
sweetheart.
Really, really nice. So, Morning Salutation, I sort of picked male looking colours, but maybe not. But it comes in loads of colours. So, the chocolatey colour is colour 8, and this lovely green is 14.
Very
So
nice.
I think they would be very nice.
They would. And
Oh,
funnily
yeah.
enough, I can see in the comments that petite knits was suggested, and here we go.
Here we go.
Anchor's sweater,
The
my
Anchor sweater.
boyfriend.
And we know that morning salutation looks lovely in anchors.
It's absolutely, yeah, we do, yeah,
We
because we have
do, we
Anchor's
do.
t-shirts as well.
Yep.
So that's very much unisex kind of options, but
Yeah.
there's nothing any bloke could object to there. I don't
No, I
think.
wouldn't
Yeah.
think so.
But I would say, and I always say this when people say that they find wool too itchy, they might just not have tried the right
right
wool,
wool.
unless they have an absolute, like, of course the allergies exist. I'm not minimizing
Yeah.
that at all, but oftentimes there's memories of, you know,
Those-
itchy
oh,
stuff from their youth and stuff.
I had an
yeah.
aunt who used to knit all these fabulous Aran sweaters, but I'd be scratching.
It really
I
does
didn't
depend.
appreciate it. I didn't appreciate it, which
Okay,
is
I'll
bad.
get you to hang on to that for a second. Hang on.
There we go.
Nearly there. Okay, thank you. we can
I'm
roll
your
with
sound
this.
lady.
We can roll with this. This is fine.
Yeah.
Now, and Curious at Home, you gave us excellent direction on the exact colours that you were looking for this pattern. So you want to knit the Persimmon Wrap by Alicia Rasmussen. And can we recommend yarn that we have that would be as close a match as possible to the yarn in the pictures? So this is the wrap itself. Ooh, hang on, it's not opening for me. I'll have to just show you in small. So that's the wrap right there. And it is taking some lovely light fingering yarn. So
Yeah. Can you manage?
these are the colours that we came up with. We have, it's all Life in the Long Grass Moon, which is a beautiful blend of merino and silk. Maybe your husband might like it, the previous person. And it is, this is the lovely tealy green colour, which is called Harbour, followed by Storyteller, which has got, trying to get you to see some little flecks of blue
It's
and
a lovely
green
one, yeah.
through it as well. And then we have Ishka, U-I-S-C-E, the Irish word for water, right there. And or oh father, oh accent I
Really
or
Irish.
oh father
Oh, father.
for gold. It's the Irish word for gold. So they would all be absolutely beautiful in that shawl, and I hope you like the options that we have come up with for that. And they are all under Life in the Long Grass, and the brand is, or the range is Moon.
Moon.
Moon. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that is all of our questions for today. But I think so. Let me have a wee look. All of our pre-submitted ones, and we are coming up to the end of the hour, so we just need to remind you, Ishkabah, that's a different thing. We have to remind you that the mystery bags are now up on the website, so you can grab really bargainous, beautiful bases of Townhouse yarns, and I saw them and kept, you know, like it just
Oh,
sends
stop.
your
I had to kind of go by the box. No, I'm not
the
looking.
creativity where you just kind of go, I could find a pattern that works for all those lovely companies. Anyway, but instead, no, you guys, you can get that opportunity. So they are up there, $54.95 for 3 full skeins of hand-dyed yarn, and then to say thank you so much once again for being 50,000 followers, 50,000 plus followers. So what we're going to do, of course, now our final prize is a mystery bag. We have held one aside, and one lucky person out there is going to get their hands on this.
Trying to sneak at a little peek. I can't.
And no, you can't. No, they're wrapped up all well and proper. So what we need you to answer, let me see. Will we do the first person? Go on.
Yes, go
Yeah,
on, go on now.
let's let
Okay,
the
be ready.
let
This is
the,
really good
the digital
prize.
world decide.
Whoa.
Okay. So the first person to answer, you 2 choices. Okay. Which one of these is one of the more recently added shades to the Townhouse Yarns range? Is
ready?
it?
Are you ready?
Is it?
Is it?
I can't remember what the other 2 choices are. I know what the right answer is. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. Is it Celestial or Moonbeam? Which one of those is one of the new colours that's been added to
Both
the
very
Townhouse
good
Yarns
names,
range?
actually.
It is. First, the first one
First
to
past
pop it
the
in.
There's a little bit of a silence.
My.
Whoa.
Well, oh, hang on. Let's make sure it's the same on Ash's screen.
Zuma
Yes.
P0910.
Zuma Fee 0910, you are the winner of the fabulous mystery bag. Please do let us know your details over private message.
So exciting! I'm
And we will
excited.
get it to you. And
Mum
we'll
not
get it
getting
to you. I will rip it out of her hands. So, and we will get it out to you. You just drop us a line. Aisling or Anne-Claire on the other end. We'll get your details. We will get. And Joy will probably pack it up tomorrow for you. Go team. Go team.
Go.
So a huge congrats again to Ankeles, who's been running our social media for the last while and has
Yes.
taken us from
She really has.
like almost 10,000 when she joined, 10,000 followers, and now we are like 51,000 plus. So it's absolutely amazing. And
hard
yeah,
to believe.
but it is thank you to all of these people for sticking with us. Yes.
Yep.
And
We'd be nowhere without you.
no, 100%. And you give us so much energy and inspiration.
Lovely customers.
And you stay with us even when the tech falls down. So
Listen, we can roll with the punches.
We do.
We're strong women, as Maureen always says.
go for it. Okay, well listen, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evenings.
Thank you.
If you're watching back, just enjoy your weekend or whatever
and
you can
if
tune
you're
in.
here in Ireland, enjoy this extra hour of light.
Lovely.
It's brilliant.
It is the best. It
Yeah.
is the best. Onwards. Take care. Bye bye. Thanks again. Bye.
Might bring this home.